and Juninho-Ras is the one that's going to be sent up against Vxbao and Bison. I like that. Shaka 22, their other player besides Blaz on this team, is a Dawson player, and I don't think Dawson has much fun up against Bison personally.
No.
So yeah, I definitely like them throwing up Juninho-Ras here, who I'm expecting to bring a Luke to the table, which I think does fight Bison a bit better than the Dawson.
Yeah, and he's been, if I'm not mistaken, still sticking with the modern Luke.
Okay. I do not recall that.
I haven't been fully updated, but I do recall seeing him very early on, and actually in this particular season, still rocking it out with the modern Luke in some of the weekly events. But I mean, if he had gone full classic, I don't blame him. Medium kick is also pretty solid, like being able to space people out. But other than that, like Luke, he's been built for modern regardless, right? Like that whole mechanic was like kind of built around Luke, so he's not going to be missing out on too much. I still think he gets what he needs to get in regards to being able to outspace opponents, really apply pressure. I actually want to know more so if Vxbao is going to be able to handle something like Luke, because I feel like Luke in general have been kind of a pain in a lot of like the Asian country sides.
That's true, right? Yeah, exactly. Definitely Luke's still a little like not too prominent, but the players that do play him have a lot of success in the Asian region still, right? So yeah, it's cool to see. We even saw that at the Chengdu Major with one of the players like being very prominent with Luke as well, with the grand finalists. But in general, yeah, I want to see what he does against the Bison. I want to see if like a Bison kind of influences the control scheme that Juninho-Ras picks, right? Like maybe he plays both now, and maybe he picks the modern to have answers to like the slower startup stuff, like either Psycho Crush or even Stand Heavy Punch from Bison, right? Being like way up there, even like a reactable like for parry. But obviously with the modern, you'll be able to have a lot more options. But it is going to be classic with the Luke, it's looking like, at least from our HUD, yeah.
Man, all right, you got me.
But he might, he just might be that comfortable now where he's like, all right, I got the reactions are there. I'm used to seeing everything within the game, right? Because of course, like when it comes to fighting games, that's a huge thing when it comes to reactions. The reactions get better because you get used to seeing stuff and get used to expecting certain things. So you might just be able to make up for those modern losses with his classic gameplay.
Yeah, so outside of like the mechanics of the controller scheme itself, right, one of the biggest things I do enjoy about Luke is his pressure, right? He gets the knockdown immediately into Oki. One of the biggest things that we highlight against Bison is his lack of defense outside of having bar. But if you play such an immaculate offense, you don't really need to worry about it. Up until this point, Luke is always going to have like some sort of contesting point against any character. He has an Oki uppercut, right? He has plus frames to get his offense started with crouching medium punch, and also he's got the range to contest against a lot of the cast.
You can see the damage on DDT being so potent now that I crouched light kick for 2 bars. That was a good damage for Luke, right? So definitely efficient conversion from Juninho-Ras. And right now, it's really led him to be quite in control up against Vxbao right now.
Oh, I never really thought about it that way, right? If you're going off of a light and you instead go for a drive rush, cancel, that is 3 bars for the type of damage that you might similarly get. So that's a really good call.
Yeah, like that combo right there was pretty much the same damage he got off the crouch light into DDT starter.
Yeah, and it's not like you're sacrificing any type of Oki. Like you won't get the same type of like corner carry to it, but it's still like pretty significant off of that knockdown to get your turn started. Damn, son, what a conversion.
Oh my,
Bow!
The banana clip combos from Vxbao, okay.
Uh-oh, we got the perfect parry, sweet chin music.
Right upside the temple right there, put him down. He's got the mine on him as well. That perfect parry to blow everything up and save his drive meter. Huge for Juninho. Gets the spine buster for the lead as well. Try to slide Hezzy, but Bao's not biting.
Kind of tough to even try to anti-air for that angle. Forward throw, one more for an overhead perhaps. He's trying to jump his way in. It's throw again! Juninho-Ras, 2 rounds straight against Vxbao.
Right, yeah, this is a huge look for Team 2 game right now, right? After taking the first game, they have a chance to get a 20-point lead with Juninho-Ras coming through, taking the first game. Vxbao got a whole lot of characters up his sleeve, and the Mai is here yet again. But he started with the Bison, man. Hey, does everybody on this team have a Mai?
I think so, 100%.
Jen probably does, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to play it, but he probably does have a Mai.
Dude, so after that pick was highlighted and chosen for this matchup, Juninho-Ras had a slight smile.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, these guys, they know how to fight them some Mai.
Yeah, and we talked about like the potential, right? This has been like a highlight of discussion for Japan specifically, between like getting Luke out there for Mai. But right now, wake up level 1, push Mai, offer me, at least get yourself a lot of space outside this corner, contest against the fans temporarily. Vxbao, although a little bit on the deficit with the drive gauge, this conversion is going to be even bigger for Juninho-Ras. I'll hold that point a little bit later, but damn, look at the damage output.
Oh,
my.
No. The suppressor, and then you want to get loud, the bait out afterwards. Juninho-Ras one round away.
Damn, we're just holding on to that one. That's pretty good. The suppressor in case you want to get loud.
You know this,
I'm glad
man.
you're here, man.
Thank you, Rob. I'm glad to be here.
I'm genuinely so happy that you're here. Holy, that was good.
Level 1 already as well. The install here. Vxbao's got to bring himself back in, right? He's going to be able to burn Juninho-Ras out and go immediately for the DI. Did not try to milk the bar whatsoever.
I'm a fan of that. You know, you still got some life to live. You get yourself full drive gauge instead of spending at level 1. I like this. You don't have to struggle as much. Forward throw. Drive rush on in there, perhaps. Back roundhouse, still trying to check. Vxbao out of the way, getting the punish counter, dump out the rest of it. Let me get that DP. 3 bars to Vxbao's name.
Not as easily, you can't as easily get away with whiffing that crouch medium punch on Luke as you once could, right? So the second one, Vxbao, beautiful whip punish, keeping himself in this match. Oh, you ain't going nowhere. Attack the legs real quick.
Way less than 3 minutes, I'll tell you what. 3 bars on the side of both. Level 3! He's on classic, I swear to God!
I was saying, man, as you get used to stuff, you don't need those monitor reactions anymore. You make up for it. Oh, man. Oh, that's her jump out, but Vxbao was not taking a throw on landing. He could have because he empty jump, but the CA confirm off the Fierce, sends it, and this is going to change the course of the round.
Damn, that's a lot of damage. Sweet God almighty.
What? For 1 Fierce and a CA. Oh, jump, but yeah, it was a little bit too far. OD for the plus frames, and Juninho-Ras takes down Vxbao 2-0. Telling you, man, these are players from Latin America, from South America. They are cooking when it comes to this my matchup. You saw it. We saw Mickey try to switch to it in the beginning up against Brian Job, shut it down.
Brother.
We saw Vxbao switch to it up against Juninho-Ras, shut it down. What a start for 2 games.
The rookies of the league with a star-studded lineup already making a huge statement against one of the veterans. And now, it's going to be Blas coming up for the anchor spot.
Wow.
As if we expected anything less, right? But taking a look at the replay, the full control that Juninho had against both the Bison and the Mai. Take a look at that. You saw him just waiting it out against Vxbao, throwing in that standing light kick. Very risk-averse and also really trying to play that counter-poke game, but overall, his defensive decision-making so sound. But who needs defense when you have such a smothering offense just like that?
Exactly right. You really, I think, highlighted it perfectly with the fact that Luke getting Oki off damn near every hit really allows him to smother Bison. So Vxbao switched the character with an invincible reversal, right? But we saw it get baited out. And just in general, what Mai wants to do, he nullified a lot of, right? I love that as well. Using the OD Sandblast in the corner, jab quickly afterwards. Just in general, making sure that he didn't give Mai a lot of gaps to play with, and then really nullifying that fan space. That's something we saw from both Brian and Juninho-Ras.